Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, I have a subscriber requested build out here. Someone has recently said in the previous R34 tune that they want to have an updated version of it. Here it is, man. Obviously, you know, all the updates have come out of CarX. They always do that, man. They change all the tuning setups and everything like that, and ruins it and makes everything horrible. So obviously we've got to come back and obviously recreate the car. But anyway, here it is, man. Brand new tune out here, exactly the same sort of than the old one, just a few tweaks of it to obviously sort out the update and everything like that. But you know, here it is, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, man, and I shall catch you guys hopefully after the intro. Alright, man, so here we are, man. We are running 360 horsepower in this thing with 437 newton meters of damn torque. Now, obviously, you know, we used to be running quite a low horsepower. I think it was a lower horsepower than 360 in this car. I think it was like just over 300. I cannot remember. I know it was. I'm pretty sure it was in the 300s. I don't think we were running 290 in this thing. But anyway, we've got a nice round number of 360 horsepower in this thing. Obviously, it is the lowest we can have it. The lowest whole number, should we say, that we can have it. We can drop it down to like 356, I think it is, lowest. But like I said, I like my whole numbers, man. I like my whole numbers. So 360 is perfectly, but you know, is a whole number that I can, you know, I can mess with that. It'll be alright. So yeah. Obviously, 360 horsepower is the number for this damn car, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and move straight onto suspension here. We got the front spring length and rear spring length. We've got 8 centimeters on the front and 5 centimeters on the rear. Obviously, a little bit bumped up here with the body kit and everything like that. If you guys are running a slightly wider body kit or anything like that, you guys might have a different sort of setup with the springs. But obviously, you want to make sure that the car is lowered to the damn floor, bro. Obviously, if you guys don't want to run it lower to the floor, that's completely up to you. But anyway, moving on now, front spring stiffeners, dampeners, the front fast rebound and bumper, you know, all that sort of stuff. The rebound dampener as well. All this stuff I leave stock, man. So if you guys have a specific way of which you guys like to run these whole dampeners and everything like that, the rebound stiffeners, all that's good stuff, bro. Spring stiffeners, then obviously you guys can run that specific setup that you guys like to run. Obviously, I keep it stock. I just like the way how it feels stock. It doesn't feel any different to you know, there's no spin out issues or anything like that, so I run it completely stock. Same with obviously the front anti-roll bars and rear anti-roll bars once again as well. I leave those stock as well. So if you guys have a specific way of which you like the car to feel, if you like it to feel a bit stiffer, if you like it to feel a little bit softer, with it being stock and everything like that, that's completely up to you, man. But anyway, let's go ahead, move on to front toe now. We've got front toe 0.10 in the front, and in the rear we have negative 0.08. Front camber we have negative 10.94, and I've just switched over. Give me 2 seconds. Front camber we have negative 10.94, and the rear camber is negative 9.63. Moving on now to the caster, we have 6.5 in the caster, 100% Ackerman angle here, and max steering angle, we have 95 damn degrees. Moving on now to the wheels here, we have front rim diameter. I've got 18 inches on the front and also the rear. If you guys want to run like a crazy 23-inch rim, then that's completely up to you. But obviously 18 inches is looking damn good with the damn car, man. Could probably bump it up to maybe 19s, but 18 inches, you know, still not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. Anyway, front tire width, we have 245 millimeters on the front and also the rear. So exactly the same sort of tire on the front and back. Front tire pressure, we have 285 kPa on the front, and on the rear exactly the damn same, 285 kPa. Obviously, you want that front and rear tire pressure to be quite high, so that way when we go into a drift, it is nice and slippery, man, obviously, to make the car even slower than what we want it to be. Front wheel adhesion, we have 100% on the front and also 90% on the back. Same thing again, man. We want those rear tires to be slipping up like crazy. So that helps with the tire pressure and also the rear wheel adhesion. Obviously, we have that front 100%, so that way we have a little bit more control over the car when we're doing the reverse entries, and also throwing in them 360s, and also just general drifting in general, man. Like, having more control of the car obviously helps a hell of a lot. Front track width, we're running at 4, and rear is a 6. Obviously, if you guys are running the wide body kits or anything like that, like what I said before with the springs, man, obviously this is gonna be slightly different. But what you want to do here is you want to just make sure that your tire or your rim is just underneath the fender, man, so there's nothing clipping through or anything like that, or if it's the tires clipping through or anything like that, man. You don't want to be seeing all that. You want it just tucked underneath the fender, so it's looking nice and damn clean. Moving on now to the front tire profile. We got 35% on the front and the back. That is exactly the same with every build. Front tire profile is always at 35 damn %. Moving on now to engine. Like I said earlier, man, we got 360 horsepower in this thing with 437 newton meters of torque. We got the engine tune-up at 0%, max torque at 4,302. The rev limit is at 8,000 RPM, no turbocharger, which means we don't have any turbocharger air pressure. So obviously that is completely it for that. Obviously you want to make sure that your max torque is at 4,302, and obviously the rev limit is dead on 8,000 RPM, man. Moving on now to transmission, we got no sequential transmission box. It obviously only changes the sound in the gear shifting thing, so it has no effect on the car itself, just only the shifting sounds. Moving on now to diff locking ratio. Obviously you want to have that 100%, man. You want to be sure to make sure that the rear tires are spinning up like crazy, and this will help that spin up those rear tires. We got the final drive at 3.00. First gear is at 4.25. Second gear is at 1.60. Third gear is at 1.50, fourth gear is at 1.55, fifth gear is at 1.45, and your sixth gear is at 0.90. Just so you guys know, man, we're running the second gear and obviously third gear in this car. Second gear being your main gear for drifting literally every track. Unfortunately, I haven't tried it on East Togue yet, but I expect you'll have to drop in a little bit of third there on East Togue, because obviously East Togue is quite a large map, man. So obviously, just bear that in mind when you are drifting this car on the East Togue. You might need a little bit of third there just to help you all the way through. But you know, second gear is your main gear for this car. It will drift red rock nice and easy, nice and smooth as well. No red banging, nothing like that. So the gear 2 is where it's at, bro. Moving on now to brakes, we got brake torque at 2,610 newton meters of torque, and then the front brake bias is at 60%, ABS is on, and launch control tandems is off, man. You don't want to have that launch control tandems. I think that is still for the little game mode, I think, the tandems game mode. But anyway, ABS is obviously on. If you guys want to run ABS off, then just bear in mind that your braking torque, you might have to lower that or heighten it a little bit more because of the way in which ABS works. Obviously I run ABS just to help me slide through and hit the brakes whenever I want, really. But you know, obviously if you want to run your braking torque a little bit lower than that, that's completely fine as well. We lower the braking torque just so that when we're in a tandem and we hit the brakes, we aren't completely stopping the car in the middle of the road and making sure everyone else slams into the back of you. You don't want to have that. So we hit the brakes just so we're in a tandem, slows us down just enough so we can keep up with the car in front, and also the car behind doesn't slam into us, bro. But anyway, that is pretty much everything for the R35 when it comes to the tune. Let's go ahead now and jump straight into a track. Alright, so here we are at the track, man. R34 is ready. We are here on Springstone today, man. I don't think I've ever done this track on YouTube before. So we're going to go ahead and run this little small car park section that I got laid out here. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. But like I say, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this run. Alright, so I hope you guys all enjoyed that run here from the R34 Skyline, man, or the Horizon GT4. But anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. If you do like this car, be sure to let me know down in the comments down below. If you don't like it, be sure to let me know what it is that you don't like about it, and be descriptive about it, you know what I mean? Don't just say, this tune is crap, or this tune is, you know, boop. But yeah, no. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. Like I said, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, man. If you want to see any more CarX tunes, be sure to let me know down in the comments down below. But I am trying to move more towards Forza again, because obviously we got Horizon 5 coming out very shortly, man. But anyway, like I said, man, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you managed to get this far. Also, be sure to let me know down in the comments as well. I really appreciate you guys sticking out, obviously, to the end of the damn video. But anyway, like I said, man, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Take care and peace.